I sit in a devolved administration in Wales, and I'm increasingly concerned about the postcode lottery there is with regard to access to services for veterans. I mean, my own veterans network don't know about the gateway. Up Courage, that we read so much, great scheme, England only. In fact, the UK government has stepped in to fund a Veterans Commissioner in Wales because Wales have decided they wanted liaison officers. So I'm particularly concerned about the variation of this postcode lottery we have for veterans services. Is this a concern you share, and any suggestions how this can be overcome?
Nick,
Charles,
step in. I think it goes right back to this clarity of governance. What I think I see is good intent, patchy in places, and people stepping up to do things. And over time, the net effect of all of that is it's bloody confusing, forgive me. And you've got lots of different things working in different ways. And if we talk about the fact it's difficult for people who need support to know which way to turn, every new initiative just puts another player on the pitch. So I think it's high time there's a chance to look at the overarching structures, the governance and the way of tidying it up just to make it simpler. So yes, it is a concern, and we create specialist functions at teams to try to address those particular local issues. There will always be local issues. That's fine. It is different in Northern Ireland, it is different in Wales, we get that. But the more we can have simple, clear structures that sit above that, the more that will help us get through. Thank you, Sarah.
I would add, if I may, Sarah, one other point, which is about changing the way that we deliver services, either regionally or nationally or locally. And I'm thinking here particularly about the National Health Service. So we're moving from clinical care commissioning groups, 150 of them or whatever, to an integrated care system with 42 integrated care partners or integrated care boards across the country, across England at the very least, and I think into some of the regions. So how the sector now, those, by the way, those boards are going to be the people that commission services in the future. And I'm really thinking now about commissioning of mental health services, for instance, either through from a charity perspective, combat stress or Help for Heroes, or through the own NHS resources in terms of TILs or the like. That's a complicated change, which we in NHS England are deeply in lockstep with, to try and work out what it means sectorally, because it picks up on your postcode lottery issue. For instance, if you're living in the northwest of England, are you getting the same level of access to services as somebody who's going to get a different integrated care partner board, who may have a different view about priorities down in the southwest of England or into Wales and Northern Ireland? The answer is I don't know, because we are changing the system. So I have a lot of sympathy with your view about postcodes. Okay. And it's not just about health either. It absolutely applies in terms of social care and all the other aspects that we take into the charity sector.
Okay, thanks both.